2019. We started the first race. The Everinski plate distance is 1100. We start off with the first runner coming up will be number one Debonair, who ran fourth. Camila was the winner of this race. So let's have a look at Debonair's credential. Is out of Corporate Jungle out of Repik, who came and finished on fourth on the starting. They had almost third for most part of the journey and ran fourth ultimately. Is Debonair is out of Corporate Jungle Repik, Spring Blinkers Tungster Crossnose band rated at 21. Camila the winner. 2 will be Indian Star. Indian Star was the one who was being produced on the wide outside. Well Connected was the one who came in won on this occasion, whereas Indian Star, well, this horse was the one which was literally struggling in that back bunch. Is out of Sedgefield, out of Fort Knox is the Indian Star. Well, ended up in that back bunch as Indian Star. The winner being Well Connected, literally romped home in fine style on that occasion, sporting tongue strap and cross nose band. 6 will be Port of Beauty, who finished second. Alexander Dumas was the winner of this race, and Port of Beauty was the one who was attempting to take that run in between runners. Took over the running for a brief while, and Alexander Dumas was the one who came with a rattle on the outside to come and eventually notch up that fine win, whereas Port of Beauty could only finish on second, previously third, and in this occasion second behind Alexander Dumas from Tungstop and Basketball Sport of Beauty. 7 will be Silver Swift. Silver Swift ran fourth. Mega Icon was the winner of this race. The Grey, you cannot miss it. Mega Icon literally trounced the opposition, whereas Silver Swift could only finish on fourth on the starting. The Grey, you cannot miss it. Literally struggling in that fourth position and ended up there itself as Silver Swift. Pinson out of Success Harris is number 7, Silver Swift. We move on to the second race, the Division 2 of the Kranji Plate. The distance is 1400 for horses rated 0 to 20. Distance is 1400 meters. One will be Able Master. This horse was down the center, sporting that orange cap. Under the whip was Able Master and ended up finishing on 7th out of 11 runners as Able Master. She's Superb was the one who emerged victorious, sporting blinkers, rated at 50. Rated at 14 is number 1, Able Master. Is out of Stardom. Out of Born Beauty is number 1, Able Master. 2 will be Shivalik Show, who finished on 4th. The Shivalik Show angling for his run. Kashmir was the one who was the eventual winner in this race. Good Word, on the other hand, was traveling about 3 deep, was up there in that front fighting line, was Good Word, whereas Shivalik Show ran 4th out of 10 runners, being Kashmir's from cross nose band rated at 14. Race number 17 is the one which is in question, whereas the other runner, that's Good Word, finished on ending up 7th, gradually faded out. In fact, instead of improving positions, this horse fell back to run 7th out of 10 runners. From tongue stop rated at 11 is Good Word. Irish Prince, who finished 10th. Darasini, the winner, race number 49, current summer run you're looking at of Irish Prince. Hasn't done anything much of note in his last season as well as this run. Both his runs finishing on 10th is Irish Prince, and a pretty bad run coming in from Irish Prince. Much is expected, but somehow has been not performing to its merit as Irish Prince. From blinkers and crossnose band rated at 12 is number 3, Irish Prince. Number 4 will be Glorious Days, who ran third. High Admiral was the winner. Dallas, who ran 7th. Let's have a look at Glorious Days credential. This horse finished on third out of 12 runners. Behind High Admiral, one tongue stop rated at 11 is Glorious Days. There you can see it in the third position. Whereas the other runner in this race is Dallas. This horse finished on 7th out of 12 runners. Is Dallas is out of Net Visit of Maria T is 6 Dallas. As one blinkers tongue stop rated at 8 is number 6 Dallas. 7 will be Miming. Miming was the one who ran 10th. Indian League was the winner. Race number 93, Mysore season run. You're looking at of Miming running after a long layoff. In fact, is Miming is on a surf ride out of Splendid Monarchy. Ran 10th out of 13 runners. Second for most part of the journey, and then fell back gradually to run 10th out of 13 runners. Indian Legend was the winners. One blinkers tongue stop rated at 7 is number 7, Miming. 8 will be Purity. Purity finished 7th. Zafrina, the winner. Well, almost in that last position as Purity, and this horse traveled wide to come and end up finishing on 7th on the sorting. 7th out of 8 runners behind Zafrina's from tongue stop crossnose band rated at 7 is number 8, Purity. Christopher Sam out of Anna is number 8, Purity. 9 will be Turf Prospector. Top Prospector finished ninth. Savisa was the winner of this race, and Top Prospector was gracing the wrong end of the field, almost second last in fact as Top Prospector, and never showed any signs of improvement and ended up in that ruck as Top Prospector. Once fourth in the previous occasion, but in this subsequent three outings hasn't shown that form from Blinkers, Tungster, Crosses band rated at 7. 10 will be one to note. Let's have a look at one to note's credential. Who ran fifth. Amazing Angel was the winner, and one to note was the one was down the center. Could come and finish on far more closer, in fact, as the one to note, but ended up finishing on fifth out of 9 runners as one to note. Amazing Angel was the one who emerged victorious, but one to note finished on fifth, rated at 0. Sporting Blinkers and tongue strap is number 10, one to note. The third race coming up as we one of the pre of the second more to the third race, the Division 2 of the Diablo Plate, distance 1200, for horses rated 15 to 35, 4 is old and over. And we have a look at number 1, Erika Angel. Well, Erika Angel was in that mid pack. This horse was the one who was attempted to take that run in between runners, but ultimately finished on in that back bunch was Erika Angel and ran fourth out of 7 runners. Is Erika Angel from Tungstock Crossnose band rated at 30. In fact, we mount the next runner. That's number 3, Anakin, who ran third. Sahara was the winner, and Anakin was the one who gradually improved positions. And this horse came and finished on third, whereas Sahara quickened well and won very comfortably, whereas this horse, Anakin, ran third. This is a winter run looking at of Sahara winning on that occasion. 4 will be Desert Gold. Desert Gold finished 9th. Starry Grad was the winner of this race. Race number 46 you're looking at. And Desert Gold literally struggling towards the rail side and faded out to end up in that pack bunch was Desert Gold. Malaf Quintana of Sudestada for in tongue strap side chickpeas rated at 23 is number 4, Desert Gold. Lovely Sierra is the one. Lovely Sierra finished 9th. Cosmos was the winner of this race. Veered out and almost traveling on the edge of the grass track was Lovely Sierra and ended up finishing on 9th out of 12 runners. Cosmos the winner. From Tungstock Crossnose band hanging pit rated at 22. 6 will be Princess Pride. Princess Pride finished 7th. Birchwood was the winner of this race, and Princess Pride was the one was traveling towards the inner railing, and this horse finished on 7th of the starting. Started off on a winning note and subsequently never showed that form in his next 2 outings, and then ran 4th being Baymax, and this occasion 7th out of 10 run has been Birchwood. Putting Blinkers rated at 22 is number 6, Princess Pride. Ravel out of Angel in the Skies is number 6, Princess Pride. 7 will be Shaktiman. Shaktiman ran 8th. Touch Your Destiny was the winner. Almost these runners were making the run simultaneously, but Shaktiman was the one who ended up in that back bunch, finishing on 8th out of 11 runners. Beyond Touch Your Destiny is Shaktiman is out of West Virginia, out of Argentina, as one biggest tongue strap rated at 22. 8 is So Quick. So Quick finished 7th. Pink Smile was the winner of this race, and So Quick was in that ran a forward race and fell back to run 7th out of 9 runners. After doing all the running, fell back gradually to end up finishing on 7th out of 9 runners. So Quick is out of Tariq out of Be Quick as number 8, So Quick rated at 21. 9 will be Unbroken. Unbroken has had 2 outings. Started off his campaign with a 4th on the first outing as Unbroken, and subsequently ran off the frame, finishing 10th out of 11 runners, 10th right throughout. Armin was the winner, but Unbroken ran a poor race, finishing on in that back bunch rated at 21 is number 9, Unbroken. 10 will be Depth Charge. Depth Charge and second. Ultimate Power was the winner of this race, and Depth Charge was the one was in that striking position for most part of the journey is Depth Charge, and then took over the running for a brief while and ultimately got beat by Ultimate Power, who came and beat Depth Charge by a margin of a head. In fact, as rated at 20 is depth charge. The fourth race is the KN Chennabasappa Memorial Trophy. Handicap for horses rated 45 to 65, distance run as 1200. One will be Alpha, the winner of this race. One very fluently is Alpha. Got out the blocks and made every post a winning one. In fact, is Alpha. Just given a tap or so. And this horse won by 3/4 of length, beating Alberetta, who bridges the gap to come and finish on second. Alpha, the winner. Responding blinkers tongue strap rated at 60. Two will be Castaway. Castaway ran fifth. The Blue Moon was the winner of this race. Traveled about 5-6 wide off the fence was Castaway. Well, started to go improve positions at one point of time and finished on ending up fifth on the starting as the Castaways are a very win legend out of Angel's Glory, rated at 58. Blue Moon, the winner. Three will be Spirituous, and we also have a look at number 11 coming up for Scrutiny. Spirituous, the winner. Race number 24 is the one which comes up for Scrutiny, and number 11 War Hero ran second on the starting. But let's have a look at Spirituous. This horse was the eventual winner in this race, winning by a margin of 3 1/4 length, and led from the word go and won by a margin of 3 1/4 lengths as Spirituous, whereas War Hero almost came in from that back bunch to come and finish on 3 1/4 lengths behind the winner. Spirituous is rated at 50 cents for tongue strap, whereas War Hero is rated at 51 for tongue strap. Is number 11 War Hero finishing on second. Cadillac, who finished seventh. Shivansh was the winner, race number 117. Cadillac was the one who got that lovely rails run. Well, this horse could have come and finished on far more closer, but ended up finishing on seventh. This is the Derby run in Calcutta. After running that twice second, finished on seventh on the starting is Cadillac. Is out of excellent art out of Classic Sky. Tungsten Crossnose band rated at 56 is number 4 Cadillac. Number 5 will be Theodoro, and number 12 Angel's Kiss are the two runners. Theodoro was the one who ran fourth. Erika Legend was the winner. Race number 32 is the one which is in question, with Angel's Kiss just alongside, who finished on fifth on the starting is Angel's Kiss. And Theodoro was the one which was sneaking through. And this horse, Angel's Sky, was also making his run simultaneously. Both these runners battling it out, and ultimately Angel's Kiss finished on fifth on the starting for Tungsten Crossnose band, rated at 47, whereas Theodoro sporting Tungsten Crossnose band rated at 56, finished on ending up fourth on the starting. Attorney General, who finished eighth. Lady Legend was the winner, and Attorney General in the silks of peacock blue with gold fleur-de-lis, gold sleeves and cappers. Attorney General Malaf Quinter at perfect tribute, who has had two outings, both his runs disappointing. This is the two winter runs looking at, and ran ending up eighth out of 10 runners as Attorney General, putting blinkers, tungsten crossnose band, hood, basket bit rated at 54. Quite a bit of jewelry spotted by Attorney General. 7 will be Sione, and number 8 Harley Quinn. These are the next two runners. Let's have a look at these two runners. That's Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn was the one who ran ninth on the starting is Harley Quinn. Sporting Crossnose band rated at 52. Minerva Rose the winner, whereas Sione finished on fifth out of 10 runners. Fifth right throughout, in fact, is Sione. The grey you cannot miss it on the top of your screen. Came and ran fifth. The winner was Minerva Rose from Tungsten Crossnose band rated at 54. Treasure Delight comes up next. Treasure Delight ran fourth. Velegro was the winner of this race, and Treasure Delight was the one who started to gradually improve positions. Velegro was the one who had that sizable lead, almost at 3 lengths in front, and finished on as a winner as Velegro, whereas Treasure Delight ran fourth on the starting, seventh in his previous startings, but tongue rated at 52. This is the Hyderabad run of Treasure Delight. And 10 will be Victory Parade. Victory Parade ran seventh. Anais was the winner of this race. Race number 11 you're looking at, whereas Victory Parade were just given a tap or so. Anais was the one who won very fluently on this occasion. Victory Parade on this outing ran 7th out of 10 runs. Second for most part of the journey, and then fell back to run 7th on this outing, putting blinkers basket bit rated at 51. The fifth race is the Winner's Circle Trophy. Distance is 1200. Horses rated 75 and above. And we have a look at the first runner will be number 1, the Champ, who ran 6th. Star Baron, the winner. Let's have a look at the first runner we go across as the Champ. The Champ was the one who was coming from Chennai and ended up finishing on 6th out of 10 runners. As the Champ hasn't done anything much in his previous occasion, but in his opening outing ran 3rd behind the Prabalo as the Champs from Tungsten rated at 104. Star Baron, the winner on this occasion. Kambaku ran 3rd. Sacred Roman was the winner. Race number 231 of the Hyderabad season, where Kambaku led the field right under the final 200 meters, and Sacred Roman came and assumed charge charge to come and emerge victorious, whereas Kambaku finished on third out of 14 runners. Is Sacred Roman, and Kambaku did run a mighty race to finish on, ending up third on this outing in the Stayers Cup. Is Kambaku's from Tungstruck Crossroads Band Basketball, rated at 100. Brainstorm, who finished on second. Arabia was the winner of this race. We also have a look at Star Carnation, who ran sixth. And coming up for scrutiny in race number 13 will be Arabia, the winner. But let's have a look at the first runner, Brainstorm. Brainstorm was the one, well, alongside Arabia. These two horses, at one point of time fought out the issue, and then ultimately Arabia quickened well with Brainstorm finishing on second on the starting. Brainstorm's one biggest tongue stop rated at 95 is Brainstorm, whereas the other runner in this race is Star Carnation, finished on 6th out of 7 runners, rated at 93, and Arabia, the winner of this race, one tongue stop rated at 88. 4 will be Exclusive Northwind. Well, we don't have the footage of Exclusive. Now we want to, the next one coming up will be Courage. Let's have a look at Courage's credential. Courage is the one, is out of Western Aristocrat of Abs Fabs. Is Courage, a winner of this race, came and emerged victorious by a margin of half length, beating Aza. Is Courage, is out of Western Aristocrat of Abs Fabs, one Blinkers Tungster Crossroads band, rated at 82. Lady Legend, who finished second. Naughty Ash was the winner. Race number 4 we go cross to, and Lady Legend finished on second, 2 and 3/4 lengths behind. The winner is Lady Legend. Naughty Ash was the one who quickened well and won very fluently on this outing. Lady Legend finishing on second. Spontangster Cross span rated at 82. Well, 9 will be Origa. Origa finished 9th. The Royal Scepter was the winner, gracing the wrong end of the field. On the top of your screen, sporting that sheepskin noseband was Origa, and ran a poor race, finishing on 9th on this outing. After that, 7th in his previous run behind Nanni Pari. Ended up finishing on 9th out of 9 runners. Is Origa. Royal Scepter the winner, but tongue stop rated at 78 is Origa. Welcome back to the 6th race, the Lumbini Start Plate. And we have a look at number 1, Australis, who ran second. She's My Script was the winner of this race, and Australis was the one who was up there in front for most part of the journey. And She's My Script came and took charge and won very well on the outing, whereas Australis finished on second. Well, it's been pretty consistent in all his 3 outings. As Australis, one Blinkers rated at 52, will be Masara. Masara ran 4th. Impavit was the winner, and Masara was the one who was in that 4th position, given a couple of hard cracks or so, and Impavit quickened well, whereas Masara ran 4th on the sorting. After that, 9th in his previous run behind Blue Moon, ran 4th behind Impavit. So I was putting tongue stock crosses man side cheek piece basket, but rated at 50 is Masara. 3 will be Nitromax, and we also have a look at number 10 in the card, that's Casey. Well, Nitromax finished on 3rd. Spirit Bruce was the winner of this race, up there in front, and Casey was the one who was waiting to take the run in between runners, and now being switched out on the outside is Casey, and ended up eventually running 7th on the starting. Was a winner in race number 35, once 3rd, and subsequently hasn't shown any form in his later outings. When Tungster Crosses band rated at 38, whereas the other runner in this race we have a look at is Nitra Max, finished on 3rd. After that, 2nd behind Masada, ran 3rd behind Spirit Bruce. When Tungster rated at 45. 4 will be Quick Action. Quick Action finished 7th. Alpha was the one who was the winner of this race, and Quick Action was struggling in that back bunch. Although given a couple of backhanders, but the response was none with Quick Action, and finished on 7th out of 11 runners. Alpha the winner, putting Wiser rated at 45 is number 4, Quick Action. Five will be Rare Rhythm, who ran 5th. The Star Appearance was the winner of this race. Back of Beyond was well up with the front runners and ran 7th. Race number 19 is the one which we have a look at. But let's have a look at the first runner, Rare Rhythm. Rare Rhythm has had one outing in Bangalore Winter and ran a pathetic race. In this occasion, 5th out of 8 runners behind Star Appearance. Tongue stop rated at 45 is Rare Rhythm. We also have a look at number 8, Back of Beyond, who ran a forward race and fell back to end up finishing on 7th out of 8 runners behind Star Appearance. Putting is rated at 40 is number 8, Back of Beyond. Ivory Touch out of Pretty Movers, Back of Beyond. 6 will be Lysergus. Lysergus finished 7th. Set to Win was the winner, and Lysergus was in that 7th position as Lysergus, and ended up finishing on there itself as Lysergus. Charmo out of Sparta. Well, started off his campaign with a second behind, second on the first starting, and subsequently ran 8th being King of the Wind. Ran 3rd to Don Dilly Dally, and in this occasion, seventh is Lysergas. Doesn't run two races alike. One tongue struck rated at 44. Amazing skill comes up next. Was in that mid pack was amazing skill. The winner being Ambrosio, and amazing skill finished on ending up eighth on the starting. One tongue strap rated at 43. Wild Angels is the next runner. Wild Angels finished on fourth. Spirituous was the winner. Traveled wide and ended up finishing on fourth on the starting. In race number 24 is Wild Angels. This is that sprint distance where Spirituous won very comfortably, and Wild Angels finished on ending up fourth, rated at 39. Is number 9 Wild Angels. Part of Adam's Delight is number 9 Wild Angels. 11 will be Flirting Eyes. Flirting Eyes finished seventh. Don't Dilly Dally the winner. This is over the 1600-meter trip. Race number 69 is the one which comes up for scrutiny, and Flirting Eyes was the one who ran seventh. Sixth behind Serais Nova, and seventh on this occasion is race number 69. This is the winter run looking at Don't Dilly Dally. The winners rated at 31 is number 11 Flirting Eyes. The seventh race is the Kranji Plate Division 1. Distances 1400. Forces rated 0 to 20. We have a look at number 1, Find's Form, who finished on 8th. Incitatus was the winner of this race, and Find was the one at the all-important end. Did not show that response after running a forward race. Ended up finishing on in that back bunch 8th on the starting. Second in his race run, be an amazing Angel, but on this occasion ended up finishing on 8th out of 12 runners. In status of the winners, but tongue strap crossnose band rated at 18 is fine. 2 will be Sadaka to finish 7th. Prince Chamo was the winner. Sadakat was the one who led the field for most part of the journey and finished on ending up 7th on the starting. 8th in his previous run, being Akita Pro, and 7th out of 11 runners, being Prince Chamo. Moon Blinkers tongue strap rated at 18 is number 2 Sadaka. 3 will be Scarlet Princess. Scarlet Princess ran third. Camila was the one who eventually won on the starting, and Scarlet Princess, who did the running for most part of the journey and fell back to end up finishing on third on the starting, is Scarlet Princess. Still battling on, but ended up finishing on third is Scarlet Princess. Did run a mighty race. The winner being Camila's one tongue stop rated at 18 is number 3 Scarlet Princess. 4 will be Shivalik Kiss. Shivalik Kiss finished 4th. Treasure Delight was the winner. Was long way sighted. The winner Treasure Delight, and Shivalik Kiss ended up finishing on 4th. A little bit of jostling at the 200 meters, and ultimately Shivalik Kiss finished on 4th out of 12 runners. Putting cross nose band rated at 18 is number 4 Shivalik Kiss. Five will be Great Celebration. Was in that mid pack. Was Great Celebration, and ended up eventually finishing on 7th on the starting. In race number 2 is Great Celebration. This is the current summer run. You're looking at 7th out of 9 runners. Ice Speed was the one who showed plenty of speed to come and notch up this win, whereas Great Celebration ended up in that pack bunch with cross nose band rated at 16. 6 will be Above the Rest. Above the Rest finished 11th, and Inon was the winner of this race, and Above the Rest was the one who ran 11th out of 11 runners, last in the sorting in race number 172. After that, 9th behind Silver Dew. This is the winter run you're looking at in race number 172. Finished 11th out of 11 runners, rated at 15. Tongue strap is number 6 Above the Rest. 7 will be Hunter's Moon. Hunter's Moon finished 5th. Kashmir was the winner of this race, and Hunter's Moon was the one who was being produced about 5-6 wide off the fence. Was Hunter's Moon, just given a tap or so, and this horse ended up finishing on 5th on the starting is Hunter's Moon. The winner being Kashmir, and Hunter's Moon ended up 5th. This one tongue strap crossnose band pacifier blinkers rubber bit rated at 14 is number 7 Hunter's Moon. Lord Admiral or Second City is Hunter's Moon. 8 will be Silent Roller. Silent Roller finished 8th. This horse has been running some backward races. In fact, Silent Roller finishing 3 times 8th, in fact, and in this occasion 8th being Savisa's from Tungsta Crosses band rated at 13 is number 8 Silent Roller. 9 will be El Matador. El Matador finished 8th. The Wings was the winner of this race, and El Matador was the one with a bit of high action out there. El Matador was literally struggling in that back bunch and ran 8th out of 8 runners. Last, in fact, blinkers rated at 12 is El Matador, but in a proof for the baffling is number 9 El Matador, the winner being Wings. The 8th race is the Diablo Plate, Division 1. Distance is 1200. Forces rated 15 to 35. We have a look at number 1, Raven Star. Let's have a look at Raven Star's credential. Ran ninth out of 12 runners, fourth for most part of the journey, and then fell back to run ninth out of 12 runners. The winner being Standout, just managed to win by a long neck. In fact, a standout, whereas Raven Star ended up in that back ones for Blinkers tongue stop rated at 35 is Raven Star. 2 will be Princess Holly and number 3 Ain are the next two runners. Princess Holly was gracing the wrong end of the field. Ain, on the other hand, was trailing about 5 deep off the fence and ended up finishing on fourth on the starting, where Starman was the one who put in the tremendous gallop and eventually came and beat Sahara by a margin of half a length. Was Starman, and Ain in that occasion ran fourth on the startings from Blinkers Tungster Crosses band rated at 30, whereas Princess Oli finished on ninth after that fifth B and Touch Your Destiny rated at 31. 4 will be Don De La Vega, who finished 11th. Armin the winner. Well, in that back bunch was Don De La Vega, ran 11th out of 11 runners. Western aristocrat of String Up My Eyes is Don De La Vega, has 3 outings, all his 3 runs disappointing, no form to go by. From Tungster Crossnose band rated at 28 is number 4, Don De La Vega. 5 is Habanero. Habanero ran second. San Bernardino is the winner of this race, and Habanero was the one well traveled about 4-5 wide off the fence. Took over the running for a brief while is Habanero, and San Bernardino got that run towards the rail side to come and emerge victorious. Habanero did run a mighty race, lives to fight another day. Nick was the verdict between the first 2 runners from Blinkers tongue stop rated at 28 is Habanero. 6 will be Gratian Light. Gratian Light was the one was literally struggling in that back bunch was Gratian Light and ran ending up 9th out of 12 runners. Mahanati was the winner of this race, whereas Gratian Light is at a win legend out of Gratian Halo is Gratian Light ended up in the ruck from Tungster Crosses band 827. 7 will be I Do What I Do, who ran second. Teorico was the winner of this race. Teorico was the one who took over the running at the final 150 meters, and I Do What I Do was the one who was being shifted gears, came and eventually ran second, 1.5 lengths behind the winner in race number 25, and finished on second behind Teoricos from Lickers Tungster Basketball rated at 27. 8 will be Annalise. Annalise was the one who finished on ending up fifth on the starting after running a third for most part of the journey. The winner being Pink Smile. Annalise finished on fifth. This one Blinkers rated at 25 is Annalise. Ivory Touch out of Mrs. Moore is number 8 Annalise. 9 will be Tokyo Rose. Tokyo Rose finished 7th. Constantinople was the winner of this race, and Tokyo Rose was the one ended up finishing on 7th out of 10 runners. In race number 6, you're looking at Constantinople emerged clear of this field to win by 7.5 lengths. Tokyo Rose ended up in that back bunch. One Blinkers tongue stop rated at 25 is number 9 Tokyo Rose. And the last runner for the day will be Candlelight Queen. Ran third. Prodigal was the winner of this race. Was second at the stage is Candlelight Queen, and Prodigal was the one who emerged clear of this field, whereas Candlelight Queen ran third. The 7th being Spirituous, and this occasion third out of 10 runners behind Prodigal rated at 24 is Candlelight Queen. Win legend out of Tijuca Forest is Candlelight Queen. So that's when the preview of today's races. We'll join you tomorrow. Until then, thank you from all of us.